In the previous video, I showed you how to deploy your website to an IIS server. The online portal for managing your cloud hosting services. To create a new website using the Windows Azure portal, click the New menu at the bottom left of the page and choose the Website option. Then, click the Create with Database option to open the new website wizard. First, enter a name for your site, but remember that this name must be unique. For instance, I'm using the name MVC Auction, and once I do, you will not be able to use this name. Since our demo application requires a database, I provide you with several ways to do this. My personal favorite way is to wire my Azure website up to my TFS or Git source control repository. This way, every time I push code to my source control, my site automatically gets updated with the latest changes. You can set up source control publishing by clicking the Set up TFS Publishing or Set up Get Publishing links in the Azure portal. Unfortunately, configuring source control publishing is a bit too tedious to demonstrate in this video. So you'll have to follow the instructions that Azure provides to get them up and running if you'd like to use them. Besides, Windows Azure offers another publishing option that is, quite frankly, much more impressive to demonstrate. That option is the ability to publish straight from Visual Studio. To configure Visual Studio Publishing with Azure, you'll first need to download what's called a Publish Profile. You can do this by clicking the Download Publish Profile link on the Azure Management Portal for your website. Once you've downloaded this file, switch to Visual Studio. Right-click on your website and click Publish, just as we did in the previous video when we published to IIS. But unlike publishing to IIS, we're not going to use the file system method this time. Instead, click on the Import button and show Visual Studio where to find the Azure Publish profile that you just downloaded. Changes without code migrations enabled. Luckily, enabling code migrations is pretty easy. First, open the Package Manager console by going to Tools, Library Package Manager, Package Manager Console. Then, in your Package Manager console, select the project that contains your data context. In our case, we have two data contexts, our Auctions data context in the Common project and the Users data context in the main Auctions website. Because they're in two different projects, we'll have to enable each of these separately. Let's start with the Auctions data context. First, change the default project to Common, then type enable-migrations into the console. migrations for this context as well. When you're all ready, recompile your site to make sure that everything still works. Then open up the Publish wizard again and navigate to the database settings. This time, we can choose the Execute Code First Migrations option to have the publishing tool generate our databases during deployment. Now, jump to the next step of the wizard, where Visual Studio offers to provide us with a preview of what it's about to do. Click the Start Preview button to have Visual Studio create a list of content and actions that it will execute in order to deploy your site to Windows Azure. And there you have it. Our website has been deployed to the cloud.